I'm just trying to find a target dummy in Silvermoon because I think it looks better here. I think it's around here somewhere. So I'm going to go through the basic abilities. We're going to go through the core design. I'm not a sweat, so I'm just like playing the basics of it. I'm not looking at legendaries or covenants yet. This is just the pre-patch. So I've not got access to the beta yet. Well, maybe in the future. Oh, there they are, trained dummies. So we're gonna go through all the PvP talents, the PvE talents, what's new. I've not been playing that recently. I played a lot back in the day on like TBC and Wrath of the Lich King, but I've stayed up to date with at least one character. So this is me only level 120. It's a Demon Hunter. Let me know what you want to see next. I've got a Demon, I've got a Death Knight, a Hunter and a Rogue that's probably going to be next. But if you want to see anything, make a suggestion and I'll look at it. So let's get started with the basics. I'll just switch spec. I did cover Havoc yesterday, so if you want to see me Havoc one, it was a bit messy while I try and get my head around the format. There's some audio issues, the light was coming in, so we're getting better. But I've seen some organic success with that video, so we're going to do some more of them. And I'm just enjoying the Shadowlands. I love the hype before an expansion. Like I get more hyped before the expansion than when the expansion's live. I like thinking about my characters more than playing my characters, but here we are. So this is my Vengeance spec. We'll go pretty bare bones for now, so I'll just move everything over to the left on here. So all this stuff on the left is your passives. So if you want to press less buttons, go with the left. If you want more to do, pick all these on the right. They give you like spells that you can cast, so it's up to you. My play style is I like pressing buttons. I'm not that arsed about the top min-maxing type things, so I play what's fun. Fellblade gives me a charge. Burning Alive, this is really good at the minute. So your Fiery Brand, have I got it on me? Yeah, so your Fiery Brand is like spread into targets now, and it's doing a lot of damage, and you can partner it with this Charred Flesh as well if you don't want to go Spirit Bomb, but I quite like Spirit Bomb. It's a satisfying ability to press, so it's not the end of the world. But you can experiment with that. Sigil of Chains, that places a giant snare on the ground which death grips everyone into it, so it's like it can interrupt people as well. But then all these on the left are like your passive ones, so let's just switch over to them. So we'll go through the PvP talents in a bit. I haven't got very long for this video, so I'm going to rush through it, and if we'll go through it on the beta if we get access, so go like deep dive into the legendaries and the covenants. So Abyssal Strike, Infernal Strike creates a Sigil of Flame when you land, and its cooldown is reduced by 8 seconds. So that's this one. You've got a jump, it's called Infernal Strike. So on the Havoc, you just like dash through the air, whereas this one's like boosh, turn to a demon, slam into the ground. It's pretty sick. Boosh. What else have we got? So I'll just quickly run through the core abilities as well, just so you're up to date. Consume Magic, you've got a Purge, you can take a buff away from someone. Disrupt is your kick, and you also get Fury for doing that. Glide, this is the best thing about Demon Hunters. They can do a double jump into a glide, so I can't get on my mount, like I've not got flying in Silvermoon. But if you go up to a high place, can we jump up there? So you can do stuff like that. That's why this character, like this class, is so fun. They're the only one with a double jump, and you can just glide about. Like the class fantasy on that. Oof! If you love demons, if you love transforming, if you love having a unique kit, like so good. So let's cover the rest. Emulation Aura. You'll be using this a lot as a tank, so you cover yourself in flames, you get some fury, and you AoE everything around you. But this can stack quite well with all your talents, and it plays into everything, especially if you're working with Fiery Brands, so we'll cover that in a bit. Imprison, stun a demon for a minute, or in PvP you can do it. It's pretty good. Humanoid or Beast as well, it just incapacitates them. So there we go. I can't do it on target dummies though. It's just a stun basically. And then Shear. So this is shears an enemy for 200. We'll ignore the damage for now. And shatters a lesser soul from your target. So when you hit them with it, you break off a soul, and this gives you health. It just gives me some health. So you can get an ability called Fracture, which replaces that here. And it's because I'm in combat. So I'll replace Fracture, and that gives you 2 charges. And it's like a demon spikes type thing, which just gives you some armor and a parry chance, max 2 charges. But this breaks off 2 soul fragments. So there you go. One goes over there. I don't know where the other one went, to be honest. One over there, one over there. Wait, what? and shatter 2 lesser soul fragments from them. Where did they go? Oh, they went through the bush, so there they are. And then you can pick them up, get health. So the idea is, it synergizes well with Spirit Bomb, because once you get over 4 soul fragments, like, scattered about, you can do a big bomb that sucks them all in and explodes outwards, doing quite a lot of damage, and it also heals you with 10% leech as well. So it's good for doing damage, it's good for surviving that extra bit longer. If you, like, rotate your cooldowns when you're tanking, like, you can keep the damage reduction with demon spikes, you can leech your health back. We've got a new move called Fell Devastation, which is baseline. Oh my god, this is sick. So you just breathe fire and you breathe fire, you turn into a demon, and just, oh my god, it heals you for loads. It partners well with legendaries, like you can get it to reset, like a 20% chance it'll reset, so something to keep your eye out on. It's really good. It fills that eye beam that you missed from Havoc, so personally I love that. I love that they've made it baseline, and 45 seconds isn't that bad. You can use it every couple of packs, proper rate it. So what else have we got? I kind of just ignored all these, so we'll switch back over. Feast of the Souls, Soul Cleave heals you for an additional 524. So Soul Cleave is your Fury spender, so you build up Fury, spamming Shear or Fracture. See how slow you get. You only get 10 Fury with that, whereas with Fracture you get 25 Fury per hit, but obviously there's got the 2 charges. I just prefer that. The more Fury I can get, the better. I can spam this, I can do other things, so boom, that's what I like. And then you spend it, so I can spend my 5 soul shards now, my 5 soul fragments, and this consumes up to 2 soul fragments, heals you, and it obviously does damage to the 5 enemies in front of you, so it's a good AoE hitter. And then if you've got excess, you blow them up with Spirit Bomb. Like, I'm not like the best at the rotation, but it's easy enough to tank. It's good fun, just like playing intuitively. So you will have fun if you like pressing a lot of buttons, depending on what you do. Like, I've seen some other tanks, like, I like the mobility of the Demon Hunter, whereas like the DK is like proper standing out to me at the minute, because like the Death Knight going into Shadowlands, like, that satisfies me. Class fantasy, I feel like that's just a cool class to be while all this Shadowlands stuff is happening. But the mobility with Demon Hunter, I can't be without my double jump glide. That's how important double jump glide is to me. And then the ability you get with it, and then you can pop Metamorphosis, you can go in a big demon, you get increased armor, maximum more health. And then Fracture generates 20 additional Fury, so you get up to 45. So 2 of them and you get 90, and then you've got your 5 shards, so you spend them all, boom, boom, you're getting loads of health. You'd have a Spirit Bomb, you've got Fiery Brand, there's no AoE here, I've just wasted it. So that ticks down. Branded taking 29 fire damage every 2 seconds and dealing 40% less damage to you. So you put that on your main target. If you've got the thing with Emulation Aura that spreads it, you can spread all this damage reduction to everyone. So if you've got a big pack, like, and the AoE damage you're doing in that time is absolutely nuts. So it's fun to play with. I like the Blood Death Knight. Like, other tanking style is like my second favourite, so if you're into them 2 classes, like, they feel quite similar, but the Demon Hunter's just got more mobility. Whereas like Warriors, they've never really appealed to me. I'm not that bothered about shield stuff. Guardian Druids, bit effort. Brewmaster's fun, but I've only got like a level 64, but I need to test more with that. It is quite fun. Paladin is feeling great. Like the hammers that come out, oh my god, I love that change. I've not been playing for like Legion and WoD that much, so a lot of it might be old stuff, but for me it's new, so I just love the hammers that come out. What other tank is there? Am I missing a tank there? Whatever, we'll remember later. So let's cover more abilities. Spectral Sight, so if there's a rogue or invisible units, you can pop this and see invisible units. That's just another cool thing. You are quite anti-magic as well, so you can counter the mages with a lot of your abilities. You take less magic damage. You bring quite a lot to the group with that. Taunt, you've got a taunt, standard 8-second cooldown. Torment, you've got that on Havoc as well, which is cool if you need to like save the day. It's always fun saving the day where you can come in clutch. Vengeance, so this is the main spec. Demon Spikes, that's just damage reduction and parry chance. We'll not go through the PvP talents yet. Fell Devastation is the thing that heals you, so I'll just read it. Unleash the Fell within you, damaging enemies directly in front of you for 1,000 damage over 2 seconds. Causing damage also heals you for up to 20% of it by the looks of it. So if you're just over here boom, and then you're spraying over these. If they're hitting you, you're going to be healing for 20% of the damage you're doing, which is pretty sick, like on big packs. Like one of the problems with Demon Hunters I found was tanking big packs, like my health just plummeted because it's so squishy, but you make up for it by picking up the orbs, like the orbs that heal you, healing with stuff like this, using your damage reduction things like demon spikes, or getting leech with spirit bomb. So they are fun to play, but you've got to do a lot of stuff. You can't just like, I feel like when I was leveling my paladin, I can just AFK and just throw hammers out. So it's up to you what playstyle you want. I want to be active. I want to be pressing a button every single global cooldown. I don't want any downtime. Even if it's not that efficient, I just want more buttons. So I usually go all on the right, but we're going to cover more. What else? So we need to go over Fiery Brand. So brand an enemy with a demonic symbol. We'll do it now. Actually, we'll try this new thing out. So we get Burning Alive every 2 seconds. Fiery Brand spreads to one nearby enemy. Like, it's just so good. And then Emulation Aura increases the duration of it. So we're going to put it on this. We're going to slap it on 5. Then we're going to do G. So we've extended the duration. Is it spreaded? It's already spread. And there you go. These are just ticking away and you've extended it. Breathe all your fire on them. So good, dude. Jump on them. Love it. This blows up on the ground. So when you jump as well, you leave a sigil on the ground and that explodes, and then that damages people as well. See, it did 68 damage and it's ticking away. So you put a dot on them as well. Like, oh, it's just the AoE you can do with this kit is insane. Like, they can do insane damage. But I think all tanks can do insane damage nowadays. So whatever, it is what it is. Let's just go back to normal. I keep fracture. Soul rendering. So that just increases your leech and gains an additional 25% leech while metamorphosis is active. Immolation Aura increases your armor by 20%, so you can boost everything passively. If you don't want to press a lot of buttons, go on the left. In the middle, there's like, you can kind of boost stuff on the right if you don't like some stuff. Like on the Havoc Demon Hunter, there's like Shadow Blades, which is just doesn't feel right to me. So you can experiment with the builds, but if you want more stuff to do, it's all over here. Concentrated sigils. So all sigils are now at your location. So if I switch to this Sigil of Chains, when I do this now, I get this. I can target this, I can put this anywhere, so it gives you more freedom. Whereas if you're concentrated sigils and I press it, it just does it where I am. So if you don't want to, if you hate aiming with your mouse, some people don't like doing that. If you hate aiming with your mouse, it's good for that. What else? Quicken sigils. All sigils activate 1 second faster. So if I jump there now, there's like a delay. 1, 2. So it takes 2 seconds, where it'd take 1 second if you took that. Void Reaver. That just cleaves more, so it's struck by Soul Cleave. It deals 6% less damage to you, so it's another damage reduction thing. Demonic, Fell Devastation causes you to enter demon form. That's great because you get more healing from it. So you can get double healing basically if you Fell Devastate with that talent. But then Soul Barrier, shield yourself, so you've got like an active shield, and it consumes all the soul fragments. This doesn't, I mean, it's great, but the cooldown on Spirit Bomb is 0. So these kind of fight with each other, but they can come clutch. So it depends what the tuning does. It depends how good this shield actually is when we're at the end game content, like whether it saves your arse enough, or these might fight with each other, but I'm not an expert, so just something to keep your eye on. Last Resort, sustaining fatal damage transforms you into metamorphosis, so it's like a cheat death. Fell Devastation heals for an additional 15%, and 50% of its overheal is converted into an absorb shield. So you can get quite insane with this Fell Devastation. I'm glad they've made this Fell Devastation like a vital part of the thing, and you can make it even stronger if you want it to be your main thing. So play with it, see what you want, tell me what you reckon. I like it, but then Bulk Extraction is what it would compete with. Demolish the spirit of all those around you, dealing 174 fire damage to nearby enemies and extracting up to 5 lesser soul fragments, drawing them into you for immediate consumption. So you're fighting with Spirit Bomb again, but I'll just show you, we'll switch all over to the right. So usually you can like just fly in, boosh, or you can jump in, boosh, and then let's pop some abilities. So Fracture, let's build some thingies up. It reset my Fell Blade because I've taken a talent which does that, so I can use that again. And then we'll just show you what Spirit Bomb does. Boosh, so it brings all of the orbs in and then pops them. So we'll do it again. Boosh, and explodes. Pretty decent, very satisfying. Fell Devastation. Immolate, Fiery Brand, like, oh, fun kit. And then let's try Soul Barrier, so we'll make some thingies. Use Fell Blade, why not? And then Soul Barrier, so bring them all in, gives you a shield. 5,000, so half my health, like, oh, quarter of my health, it's decent. It's not terrible. And then bulk extraction, demolish your spirit to all those around you. Boom, another one. See, that to me is a bit, I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to see what it does. It just doesn't seem that great, to be honest. But we'll see what the numbers do in the future. It's not that satisfying, like, I don't know. I feel like Spirit Bomb is just the most satisfying, but whatever, I'm not an expert. What other baselines have we got? We covered all the Vengeance stuff now. No, we haven't. Fellblade is your charge. Fiery Brand, we talked about that. Infernal Strike, we've talked about that. Sigil of Chains, so I'll show you what it looks like. Shift G. So you put a sigil there, and then that would death grip everyone into it. So if you've got like 5 casters here, and you put it there, it'll pull them and interrupt the cast. Very, very useful. Sigil of Flame is the dot. Sigil of Misery causes all enemies affected in the sigil to cower in fear. So you've got another CC bot. So everything will just cower in fear. It's immune though, that one. Sigil of Silence, so you can silence casters. Soul Cleave is your spender. Throw Glaive, might as well show you that. The Blood Elf passive. That's everything. So let's go through the passives. Your damage brands the target, increasing magic damage taken. So that's a huge, like, that's just so important for raids. Like, you bring an extra 5% damage to all casters that come. Very valuable. So you'll always get picked up for that. Your tattoos reduce all damage taken by 15%, so you've got that built in. Mastery Fellblood, increase the armor bonus of Demon Spikes by an additional 75.4% of your agility. So agility stacks your Demon Spikes up, makes them better. Shattered Souls, killing a target will sometimes shatter their soul, leaving a soul fragment behind. The soul fragment will be consumed when you approach it, healing you for an X amount of health. Consuming a lesser soul fragment heals you for 8% of all damage taken in the last 5 seconds, with a minimum of 1% of your maximum health. And consuming a demon soul will grant you 20% increased damage for 15 seconds. So they're fun to play, they're intricate, you can do a lot of stuff, they're very mobile, but they do struggle against packs, I've found. If they don't have anything up, they really get hammered. But then you have the ability to kite. If your group's good, they can slow them down and you can just use your mobility. So potentially they're great. I'm going to run Demon Hunter and a Death Knight probably, but Demon Hunter is definitely my first pick, just feels great. That's pretty much everything. I'll just blitz through some of these because I've missed some of these. Agonizing Flames, Immolation Aura increases your movement speed and it's longer. So if you partner that with Burning Alive and Charred Flesh, like, it's insane what you can do, man. Like, let's have a look. Boosh. So what do I need to do? I need to do boom. Put that up. Why is it not doing it? Do that. Do that. And then, yeah, you get the idea. Spreads. I don't know. And its duration. Immolation Aura damage increases duration. Oh, damage increases it, so it keeps ticking. So that can potentially tick for a long time, man. Right, the dogs are going sick, and I've got to go. I didn't think this would go on so long. So I'll cover the talents. I'll just show you this cool talent. Demonic Trample, run through people. How sick's that? Like, and you can do that twice, but it replaces Infernal Strike, and you can jump about. It's good for PvP. Illidan's Grasp, that like chokes someone, so you can choke him, and then you can throw him over there. So you can reactivate it and you can throw him. So you can like Darth Vader someone and then just yeet them. Very satisfying. I've got to go. Someone's trying to get in. Bear with. Some other stuff, pretty cool. I think they're mostly passives. Instant reverse magic is always good, but those are the cool PvP talents. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you want to see. Check out my socials. Join me guild, Dragon Blight on EU. It's on Dragon Blight, the Realm, EU, etc. I've got to go. Love you all. I'll be back shortly. Let me know what you want to see.